See if anybody joins in here. I am sweating. Hey, how y'all doing? Oh my goodness, there's Mike Yarlett. How you doing, brother? Yep, South Carolina Knife Monkey. Good to see you guys. Been a while since I've done one of these. I am sweating. My gosh, I'm sweating like a convict in front of a judge, son. It is hot out here. Hold on just a second. I just noticed something. Oh, there. I hope that's a little bit better. I turned the work light on. Let's see who's on. I got new glasses today, and I have had like 4 pairs of the progressive lenses, and I hate them. So I got some good old timey old man lined bifocals, and so far I love them. I love to read, and these are jam up and jelly tight. Let's see who all's here. Dwayne, how you doing, buddy? There's Louie. How you doing, man? Yeah, it's early for you, ain't it? 7:45. It's 10:45 here. Just figured I'd come on here. I've been out in the yard working. Got back from some doctor visits with the wife today, and yep, it was a pretty good day, considering. 9:45 for Mr. Yarlett over in Tennessee. Hey man, I heard on your live the other day you were saying you're gonna get that Swiss Army knife and slip out as soon as you could. Don't be in no hurry, man. It ain't no big deal. Yeah, I didn't know if anybody'd still be up. Well, I guess my time, Eastern time, you know. There's probably not a lot of people up, but yeah, I had a pretty eventful day today. Got back, we spent 6 hours at the cancer center, which is kind of like pulling chicken teeth through their behind. And came home, started trying to get some of my Amazon jungle trimmed up here in the yard. I ran over a blanket. We got a bunch of outdoor cats. Dakota, hey, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm getting used to these glasses, these new Ransom. You look like Sam Hyde. I don't know who Sam Hyde is, but I'll take that as a compliment. Bubba. Hey, Bubba, how you doing, buddy? Hey, man, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer on this thing or anything. I didn't do this live for that, but I appreciate all you guys from contributions to the GoFundMe page, and prayers are freaking absolute gold. And just being on y'all's minds, man, that's been. And I said in a couple of videos, you know, I hate saying thank you because you say thank you for everything. You know, if you drop something, somebody picks it up and hands it to you, you say thank you, you know. And thank you just seems like it doesn't really mean anything, you know. And there's almost no words to explain how appreciative I am of you guys. And the only thing I can really think of saying is thank you. But let's see. Yep. Hey, I appreciate it, Mike. Dwayne, yeah, I'm getting used to these new glasses. Let me send you a bunch of indoor cats. Ooh, I'm good. We got like 12, I think, outdoor cats. Got a new litter of kittens. But one thing, I've got the 2 barns here, my shop, which is right behind me. I didn't want to build no fire tonight, guys. It is 10:47, and these G-Shock watches are cool. This one's even got and it's still 89 degrees, so Pardon the sweat, but I wasn't about to build no fire and sit down yonder at the fire pit. So I just fired it up here, and you'll probably see bugs and mosquitoes going, and yeah. Isaac's Knives and Knowledge. How you doing, Isaac? Man, I had, excuse me, I had like 6 months of not getting any notifications. And suddenly my notifications started working. And I started watching videos, and believe it or not, that has been so much therapy through all this stuff. You would not believe it. And now all of a sudden my daggum notifications ain't working again. No notifications for anything, any channel, no lives, no nothing. I just turn on YouTube and start scrolling lives and things, and that's how I found Mike Yarlett the other night. Pins and pen blades. Yeah, got the tongue all twisted up. How you doing, buddy? Gerald, I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed beyond anything I'll ever consider deserving. God's in control of everything, and it took me a little while to figure that out. I mean, you would figure somebody that's like me. I was raised. I have seen some things happen that would curl your toenails. I have seen people healed. I've seen I've seen a lot of stuff, and yeah, I had some moments of some pretty weak faith, and I had to come to terms with my Maker about that, you know. But now, I'm not saying there won't be tough times, but God's in control, and in the end, it's gonna be all right. Oh, Bubba said, "Hey, Dwayne." Oh, okay. Hey, Jim. Oh, Jim. Yeah, this is where I usually mess up because I start scrolling backwards to find it. Alabama Knife and Tool. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with eBay and notifications, because I went for months without getting any notifications. Then all of a sudden I'm getting all of them. I'm like, yeah, finally they fixed it. And then it's gone again. Hey, I appreciate hunting, fishing, praying. Can you, I know this probably sounds like an idiot thing to ask, but can you tell me your name again? I actually have you on my prayer list on my phone, but I'm looking at my phone right now. I can't look at it. Oh Lord, I'm looking over. That's why I went back to the lined bifocals, because I've had, I think, 4 pairs of progressives, and I hate them. I read a lot, and I just prefer bifocals. That's just me. Yeah, I'm gonna look through the bottom like a proper old man. Hey, Izzy, how you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. Fat City. Pins and play is interesting in humans, even after seeing miracles. Yeah, ain't that something? You know, I was thinking about that the other day. You know, back to the children of Israel. They walked through the desert for 40 years with the Spirit of God in a cloud hovering above them. And they saw miracle after miracle after miracle. They saw the Red Sea parted to help them escape Pharaoh's army, leaving, you know, on the exodus from Egypt. And they still wanted a sign that it was real and God was with them. And we're no different today. And I'm guilty as anybody that's ever lived over that. So I appreciate all y'all's prayers, because it might sound crazy, but I can feel when people are lifting you up in prayers. It is so amazing. I mean, yeah. There's no words I can say right now that really properly convey this, other than thank you. And I hate to keep saying thank you. That irritates the snot out of me, because it don't sound like it's real, like it's really coming from your heart and what you mean. But that's all I can think of, you know. For somebody that never shuts up, I have a very limited vocabulary when it comes to being humble, you know. Let's see, here we are. Hunting, fishing, praying. Hey, Kevin. Okay, now I'm scrolling again. Y'all bear with me. The night shift. What's up, Travis? Hey, I got a question. How many of you fellers or fellerettes, whoever's watching this, how many of y'all made it to Blaze Show this year? I bought the tickets and everything, and obviously other things came up, and I didn't get to make it. But yeah, proper old man look here. I'm looking through the bifoculators. Stan, I'm scrolling again, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Stan's Cutler Universe. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I didn't know if anybody would tune into this or not. The main thing I wanted to do here, I made a video and released it today, and it just seems so hollow. You know, in that video, I was saying thank you, and I was showing some knives I was sending to Brother Dwayne's auction, and I'm not sending those knives. The way I look at it, a whole bunch of you fellers have sent in some really dope stuff, and I wanted to participate in it because I had a bunch of them on eBay, and I was having some issues with eBay keeping up with it. I just killed all the listings, put them in a box, and I sent them to Dwayne today. I didn't go waiting for Ellaville. Good Lord willing, I'll be at Ellaville, and I'm telling you, next month, if I have breath in my body and the ability to move, I will be at Brother Dwayne's knife show in Kentucky. And there's a bunch of you fellas, I'm going to go ahead and warn you. You can ask A-Dub if you don't believe me. All right? When I see you, we're going to do some hugging, because I'm a hugging kind of feller, all right? And the support that I've gotten, you know, I hear a lot of people talk about, oh, there is no knife brotherhood, there is no community. That's a bunch of hogwash. I mean, complete hogwash. Man, people like Bubba, man, Brian, we've been texting and everything. I mean, you wouldn't. I don't care if you live to be 300 years old. You're never going to know or understand how much I appreciate all you guys. Because I'll just be honest, this has been the hardest thing I've ever gone through in my life times 50. And yeah, I guess I finally came to the conclusion today, hey, my wife's going through a whole lot more than I am. And I started concentrating on that and started trying to build her up. And the way I did that was a bunch of you guys. It's not me. I am a failed human being. I fail constantly. And man, it's so awesome to know that there are people out there who care, compassionate people who care enough. They're thinking about you and they're praying for you. And we communicate via text messages. And it's just completely humbling, you know. Let me catch up. Terry, man, where you been, brother? I was texting and calling Mike the other day. I was like, man, I ain't seen Terry in a while. I sent Terry a text, and it didn't dawn on me what time of year it was. And I was kind of getting worried about you, brother. But I'm glad to see you. I hope you and my sweet pea are doing good. Yeah. Uh-oh, hang on, I'm getting behind. Hey, Bubba, man, we have gone through, the wife and I, a lot of stuff. We have been married 30 years. We've been together 35 years. And during that time, there has been some stuff, let me tell you. And I'm glad there's been some stuff, because it's kind of, now I'm going to be honest, when I first found out about this, I was going in a bad place. I became bitter. It's I, it's not like me to do stuff like that, but I think God, tests you. Steel sharpens steel, and when you're faced with something, I'm a troubleshooter. All right, at work, I thank God for giving me understanding of machinery and relays and outputs and inputs and how machines work, because I've used that to raise a family and build my empire of dirt, as Johnny Cash would say. And but I'm so thankful for that. But I am a troubleshooter. If something's wrong, I find a way to fix it. Around the house, if the roof's leaking, I find a way to fix it until we can get the roofer out. If we got a plumbing problem, I find a way to fix it. At work, hey, got to get these parts out the door. Got to get production, because if the company you're working for, and I may work for myself, but you always have a boss. If they're not making money, hey, ain't nobody making money. You got to figure it out. And you know what? I got no control over this. The only person that has any control is God. And that was tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because I can do something. I can make something happen. I started this GoFundMe thing. And I'm thinking, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do it. That's what I'm thinking. Do this, do that, do that, do this, do this. Nah. And it took that for me to realize God's in control. And whatever the outcome of this is, I fully believe in the healing power of God. But whatever the outcome of this is, it's going to be okay. Because it's going to be God's will. Job, oh my gosh. When this started, that and the prayers of all you guys, I'm just going to be straight up and honest, is what pulled me kind of back to a positive and right way of thinking. Because I'll be honest, when all this happened, I became bitter. I'm saying stuff like, God, you answer prayers. Why don't you answer my prayers? You didn't answer do you even care? I mean, I'm going stupid. I'm serious. The Bible says confess your sins to one another, and that's what I'm doing. And I came off the rails, I hate that you guys don't know Yvonne more than you do, but she's real bashful. She don't want to be on camera. She don't want to be on YouTube and all this. And I get that, but yeah, I just wish you guys knew her better. She's a good gal, man. I couldn't have picked anybody. I couldn't have done better, And I'm pretty lucky to have gotten the one I got. I'm not exactly Brad Pitt. Be right back, guys. No problem, but Tyler Huff. Can't wait to see everyone at Brotherhood. Terry. It's way past my bedtime, guys. Terry, I appreciate you dropping in, brother. I'm just glad to know everything's okay. I know you're busy this time of year. I just, when I don't see you for a while, and it's like a lot of you guys, I don't get to comment on a lot of stuff, because everybody that's subscribed to me, I'm subscribed to you. And but I watch every video, and I try to comment on as many as I can. But when I didn't see, Terry's one of the first ones that I really hit it off with. And when I didn't see him around for a while, I kind of got a little bit worried. And I started calling Mike's Life Mike, because I know him and Terry talk a lot. And I try not to call people. I try not to bug people, because I know people have a lot of communication going on in this community. And I just, you call somebody, it's supper time, they're trying to spend time with their family, and you call them, and, it's like, oh man, what in the world does he want? But they won't be rude, they always nice. So I just try to, I'll shoot you a text, hey man, how you doing and stuff. But man, I'm going out there. That's kind of my thing. Hey, man, Kevin, Brian, all you guys, I saw you. I love you guys too. I mean, I honestly believe that God put us in each other's path. It was about a year ago. Brother Dwayne decided he was going to give up YouTube because of all the, I'm just going to say it, the buttholes out there. And I text Brother Dwayne, and I think it was just a text. I don't believe I talked to him about it. I'm like, you do what you think you need to do, but man, the world, YouTube, they need to hear what you got to say, brother. Because, like a lot of you guys, man, Brother Dwayne has the purest heart. I mean, look at this auction. I haven't done anything to deserve this, but he and Mickey at Hillbilly Ridge and Brian Sherwood at Brian's Knives, and I talk to these guys via text mostly, a lot. And man, when the chips were down and I was in the mud, wallowed in my own self pity and everything, and you know, they jumped to action. And then a bunch of you guys joined in, and you guys started sending knives and praying and sending me encouraging emails. And man, I bet you I've got 300 emails since it started, and encouraging texts and phone calls. And you tell me this ain't no brotherhood. You full of poop. That's what it is. If you can say that, you need to step back, like I needed to step back and reevaluate. Let me check that. And in case if it's somebody here, yeah, he is a great guy, Tyler. There's a bunch of great guys in here. One of the first people that contacted me when all this started going down was Justin, SC Knife Monkey, and Justin's a good guy. I mean, he kind of heads up our up until now. It's been kind of like the Cracker Barrel meetup once a month, and there's so many great guys. Dwayne Letterman, Jerry Phillips. I mean, and I hate to start calling names because I'm gonna leave people out. Randy, Georgia Adventure, Terry's Knives and Man Stuff, Mike's Life, A-Dub. And I'm still naming names, and I'm going to leave people out. So I'm going to stop naming names because every one of you guys, to me, are important. And I don't want anyone to ever feel like they're not important, because you are. Frank Castillo. We got the Cracker Barrel now. We just need a monkey barrel. A barrel of monkeys. Louis, I remember that. I seen her the biggest mess. Yeah. Oh, wait, I missed a couple. Izzy. I know that feeling. I grew up in church and went to everything, but I kind of got upset when I lost my daddy to unexpected cancer. He was 51. But passed over is just something we all get through. It's trials. That's what, kind of like what I was saying a little while ago. I have seen God is no respecter of persons. If you are a super elite multi-millionaire actor in Hollywood, God does not care one little bit more about him than he does you or me. And I have seen people that were given a couple of months to live, and they go back to the hospital and the cancer's gone or whatever their ailment is. And I have seen multi-millionaires that die of cancer. One of the rock groups I really like, Three Doors Down, the lead singer was just diagnosed with a very aggressive and generally a generally not good form of cancer, you know, and God does not care any more about those people than he does you or me. He does not care any more about you or me than he does those people. He's no respecter of persons. And I think a lot of times it fits into what's God's will. You know, there was a king in the Old Testament, and I've tried to think 100 times about this king's name. I want to say it was Hezekiah, but don't hold me to that. I'm probably wrong. But he, you know, the angels came to him, told him, you're gonna die, and he begged God for more time, and begged, and God heard his prayers, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna give you more time. And that time he had beyond what God's will was hell on earth. So, you know, sometimes I think maybe, you know, we're better off to pray for God's will. You know, do I think God's healing is real? Absolutely. I have seen it. I have seen it where doctors are just bumfuzzled how it happened. You know, you give somebody 2 or 3 months to live, and all of a sudden they go back for radiation or chemo or whatever, and all of a sudden there's no sign of any cancer. That just didn't happen. Kirby, oh, Mo, man, I'm glad to see you, bro. I saw there's been several people that have sent knives, and Mo has sent some of his dudes to this auction. And I was thinking, man, I might try to help the auction out and bid on those things. But I got to thinking about it. I was just, you know, that would be pretty doggone low, because I'd be bidding on something and win it and also get the money for it. That's, oh my gosh. I'm glad I thought of that. But I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Mo. Every last one of you. Douglas Radowick. Hey, big guy doesn't care about the status of man's life. He looks at the heart in every man. Amen. You got that, brother. I'm nobody to preach to anybody. Okay, I'm a failed human being. I fail constantly. But you know, it's I heard a song today. We have a radio station here called oh my goodness, it's 89.3 in South Carolina. His radio. Sorry, I heard a song that they're talking about. When I fall, you catch me, and I was, man, I am glad he catches me, because I fall constantly. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that, Greens, baby. Uh-oh, Rex. Well, Brother Blade, there you are, sending love, prayers, but hey, I appreciate it. But you have a letter and a bunch of stickers headed your way. I got them out today. I've been a little sidetracked the past few weeks, and I sent out, I think, 8 letters and stickers today. And Billy at Apex Alchemy, I haven't seen him in here, but he sent me a bunch of knives, and a bunch of Jed Hornbeak knives, and a bunch of his knives. He has a knife he calls a Migula. I didn't get to really do a good review on those for him. Something happened, he needs them back, yada yada. And but yeah, I appreciate it, Billy. If you happen to see this on a replay or something, but your knives are on the way. I sent a bunch to Dwayne. I think it's like, I don't remember how many. I don't want to start saying, probably about 30 or so. How you doing, Jerry? I was just talking about you while it was your ears burning. It was nothing but good, brother. Southern Blaze. Listen to the sound of daily. Great. Yep. Yeah, there's another one. I think it's Casting Crowns. Who Am I? That's one of those put you in your place. Oh, y'all see what's behind me? I went for about a 2-hour ride before I started cutting grass. And I started cutting grass because my yard looks like the Amazon jungle. And we got all these outdoor cats. Well, we have fixed up some of those black and yellow they're not Rubbermaid. I don't know who they're made by. Containers, cut a hole in them, put blankets in them for the cats sleep in. So we got a bunch of anything to give them a little protection from the coyotes. Wintertime, they have a nice warm place to sleep. Well, my daughter came out. She cleaned a couple of those out, and she left the little blankets. Those little $5 blankets you get at Walmart. She left them laying out, and I ran over with the lawnmower. Lawnmower sitting. Well, let me show you. Lawnmower's right here, and I've been working on that thing for like 2 hours because I got blankets wrapped up in the blades. Yeah, it was beautiful. Dennis. Hi, Dennis. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I keep going by. I don't want to miss anything. Dennis Whipple. How you doing, brother? Fat City. Hi, Mario. Greensblade, Arizona. Alabama Knife and Tool. MIP. How you doing, Mario? I didn't see you in here. I hope that was your first one because I've been trying to keep an eye out for everybody. Yeah, I just got out here. I was working on this lawnmower and laying in the dirt and the grass, and man, I got like bug bites all over me. And you probably see the skeeters and all going. You might hear them. I don't know. But yeah, I just thought I'll pick it back up in the morning about daylight. And I was sitting out here and I was thinking, I think I'm gonna go live and see if there's anybody. Uh-oh, James Alton. How you doing, Mr. Sippy Dog? You're having a good night, Nate, with the family. Yep. Nate. Did I miss him? Yep, Green's Blade. Yeah, I saw you a while ago. I'm sorry. I'm not. Yeah, I was looking at some of Dwayne's stuff for the auction, and I was looking through there, and I thought for a minute there I didn't see something right, and I clicked on it, and I looked at it, and everything. I was, holy cow! Somebody. I want to say it was either the Nkosi or the Sabinza Chris Reeves knife. Man, that's for most of us guys. That's like a grail, And somebody donated one of them, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, what in the?" Yes, sir, Louis. Just the same for you, Bubba. My wife and my sons are doing a big puzzle. Man, I used to love doing puzzles. Man, that was a pterodactyl just hit me on the shoulder or something. But yeah, I'm out here into this tent thing in front of my shop because I was gonna go down there and build a fire because I love doing that, but man, it's too hot. It's crazy hot. Stan, I got a piece of carpet caught up my snow blower a few winters back. Talk about ladies that I had to pray for forgiveness for the bad thing. Same thing kind of happened to me a while ago. I got under this lawnmower and I was trying to cut that blanket out with this. It's that little Fisker's knife. I don't remember if you guys, I don't know if you guys saw the little videos and stuff I did. These are killer knives. And they got a little built-in sharpener in the sheath up here at the top. So every time you pull it out, it helps freshen up your edge. It's not the greatest knife sharpener in the world. Wait, you see it right up in there. But hey, it's effective, and it helps keep a cutting edge. Y'all can't see it, but it helps keep a cutting edge on your knife. And I'm a Fisker's nut anyway. But I got up under this lawnmower, and I was trying to cut that stuff, and I was sawing on the shaft as much as I was the blanket, and yeah, I'm gonna have to forego this and actually put an edge on it. But I think it's so bad I'm gonna have to take the blades off of it to get the blanket out from under there. I was having to cut grass at school once and got caught up in a soccer goal. Oh my Lord. Last time they let me near that field. You know, I had when I had my sign shop open in the mountains of western North Carolina, they were redoing those gated communities up there. They were redoing some tennis courts. And for some reason, they were doing 2 tennis courts, and they ordered like 8, like professional tennis nets. And they sent a tennis net home with me, and I was like, I don't know why I brought it home. The thing weighed like 80 pounds. And, but I kept that thing. I ended up giving it to somebody that was going to use it. But one of those tennis nets, the old ones, when they pulled it off, I threw it in the back of the truck, and I was thinking, I'll cut this thing up, and I'll use it as part of a fishing net. You know, I was going to use the tennis net and then put weave in a cast net in there, and it's going to make a heck of a fishing net out of it. Well, it wound up at home, and I wound up wrapping that up in the lawnmower blades. My own stupidity. Gotta run, fellas. Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for dropping by. This is kind of a spur of the moment thing. But I appreciate you, Nate. I appreciate you stopping by, man. I was trying to get this close. Made it look good. Yeah, yeah, I'm surprised this many people actually dropped by, at the time of night I did this. You guys, I'm going to step over and grab my coffee. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Oh, mercy day. I'm back. Come here, Coop. What's up, buddy? Yeah, Coop's we've been seeing, what's up? We got a 2 females and a male, 2 sows and a boar. Black bears that kind of hang out behind the house, live back there or whatever. And the boar came up in the backyard last night. I caught him on our little surveillance camera setup. Come here, Coop. And Coop's been out here protecting me. Ain't that right? Yeah. But, yeah, a little while ago he set loose a brrr, brrr, and I was like, uh-oh. What's up, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, you don't say hey to everybody? Yeah, Brother Dwayne called you. He said, Coop. This is the most loving dog you ever seen in your life. Yeah, he's a good boy. Jerry. Yeah, he's a big old baby, all right. He's gotten huge. What's up, buddy? Brother Blaze and more. I'm planning to attend set up Ellaville 2025. I hope to meet most of you. Man, that's what I was saying. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I'm going to be at Ellaville, and I'm going to do my best. I believe it was, I got it written down. I believe it was July 19th, I believe, is when Brother Dwayne Clark's going to be doing his knife show up in Kentucky. And I'm going to try to make it to that one if everything works out. My wife's doing the chemo, and excuse me, and she's we got to go Monday, and they're going to install the port and everything to do the chemo, and then she's got 4 rounds of super aggressive chemo to try to shrink this thing so they can do the Dennis Whipple surgery. That's the first thing I thought of. A doctor told me, he said the surgery is called the Whipple procedure. But hey, say, yeah, I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. Oh, you sniffing the camera or phone? Oh, Bama boy, 251. Why they call dogs, man? But yeah, my other baby's in the house. It's kind of funny. I can't have her out here. I have to bring her out here, and it seems like here lately, Cooper's always the one on camera because Coco, my chocolate lab, she's extremely jealous. So Cooper comes over and jumps up on my lap like he just did, and she goes ballistic. So I bring her out for 2 or 3 hours when I'm outside, and then I'll put her, I'll bring Cooper. And y'all wouldn't believe, Cooper is a perfectly trained house dog, a blue tick. I'm not joking. Yeah. And since he was a puppy, he has never pooped or peed in the house. Never. Uh-oh. Zane Wilkinson, have you heard of Rock the South? Rock the South? I don't think so, brother. What is it? Is that a band or? Yeah, yeah. Cooper's the one. I left my truck door open, and I was getting stuff out of the back of the truck and everything, and I was getting ready to do a live and get my little campfire stuff set up there because the back of my truck is full of Rubbermaid containers with go bags and bug out bags and all my camping equipment, and it stays in there. And so I was getting stuff out, my percolator and everything to do a live, and I heard something, like crunching, like a stick break or something. I turned around and looked, and the truck was headed into the woods, and Cooper was sitting in the driver's seat with his paws up on the steering wheel. So apparently he'd gotten up in there and knocked it out of gear, and it was rolling down into the woods. Wasn't no problem. I threw it forward, driving back to it about. JC, how you doing, Brother Joseph? Man, I appreciate you, bro. And you and Harold, and I started mentioning names again. I'm going to leave somebody out. A bunch of you fellers. I appreciate y'all's videos y'all shared. And my wife watched Joseph's video yesterday afternoon. And she said, man, that is a good man right there, ain't it? And I said, yeah, he's a bunch of good men. That's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of cynical people that don't believe a brotherhood exists and a community exists. And yeah, I beg to differ. But it's good to see you, Brother Joseph. Yeah, we love you too, Joseph. That's some weird stuff, ain't it? You tell people, a lot of people on here I've never physically met, but you know them, and that's amazing. Oh, amazing to me. All right, getting used to these bifoculators. Zane, that is so cool. My mom grew up in Coleman. Uh-oh. Hold on, I got to figure out what that's about. Zane, well, it's a big concert that goes on for about 3 days. I have to deal with it, and it's shaking my windows. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we have a thing in Pickens, South Carolina. They have a little amphitheater in the town up there, and they'll have bluegrass groups come up. And it's kind of the same way with bluegrass and some bluegrass country, and there'll be a few rock kind of bands in there and whatnot, and we call it Hillbilly Woodstock. There's one group called the Martins. They come down, and they come. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Yes, there are still good people. There are good people in the world, Jerry. Oh, and I love that slip you sent me the other day. I put a Smoky Valley Sunset, I think is the name of it, side buster in there, and then I put a Bear and Son Stockman in there. I'll spit it out in a minute, and I think it's gonna live there. The tree sibling. Now the Martins, believe it or not, there's a family, and they're a bunch of self-taught front porch pickers from up here in the Appalachian Mountains, and they'll come down to Pickens for this bluegrass fest. And I don't want to disrespect them, but they kind of almost get out of the truck with no shoes and stuff. They just hill folk. But man, you talk about some massively accomplished bluegrass pickers, a bluegrass band, and it's all family. And yeah, that's coming up the week of the 4th. I'm gonna try to get up there and record some of it, make a video with it. Uh-oh, hang on, I got behind again. Hello guys, come here. My finger's chubby, can't keep up. I know the feeling. I know the feeling, Joseph. It's hard. Bubba, the Martins are a fantastic Southern gospel group. Yep. If we're talking about the same Martins, they are. Mm, they're amazing. But they show up, man, and they're like, they just show up and get out of a bunch of cars and set their stuff up. And they got a little tiny PA and a couple of speakers, and you watch them set up, and you're like, oh man, these people, you know, they might not be so, and they're, man, they can play, son. And they're all super humble. The ones I'm talking about are two sisters and a brother, and they just, this one right here, the daddy was with them up until about 2 years ago. I believe the daddy passed away. He played rhythm guitar, and his son and his son's got two sisters, and their mama was one of the singers. I think last year, I don't remember seeing the mama, but I could be wrong. But yeah, everybody was there last year, but the daddy, I believe he passed away, and somebody else took his place, probably another family member. I'm not sure, but yeah, man, they do a lot of old traditional, old like hymnal kind of gospel, and man, the two girls, they do a little duet with Amazing Grace, and oh my goodness gracious, they are phenomenal. Mario, you would fit in just fine. Come on, yep, man. I don't want it to sound like I live in Oz or something, but man, it's where I live. It's kind of like a real melting pot of people that, and I don't know, it might be where I was raised and who I was raised by and whatnot, but we don't say, hey, you see that black guy and that black girl, or that Mexican guy and that Mexican girl, or this Polish guy, whatever. You know, if y'all into it, y'all got the same frame of thought, I don't care. You know, and that's the way pretty much everybody is. Uh, Me and Mario are Colo brothers from different. Yeah, I need to get caught up on some of the Jonathan. Some of your videos, man. All this stuff going on with, I don't. Do any of you guys have problem with notifications? Because I went for probably 6 months, no, zilch, zero notifications. I would go to subscriptions and look at the list. Nobody had a blue dot. People could be live. There was no red dot. There was no nothing. And then all of a sudden, everything started working. I was like, man, they finally got it straightened out. Now it don't work again. We can Kings Mountain. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a bluegrass group over there. I think it was the mom and dad, you know, the older generation that played a lot in that area, in the Charlotte, Kings Mountain kind of area back in the day. The whole, you know, the old Bill Monroe days, the Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs days, and all. And they were as good and as highly billed as those acts were. But somewhere, I don't know if they didn't want to go that far or what the case was, but they never got notoriety like Bill Monroe, Flatt and Scruggs. The Cockman family is near Kings Mountain, so talented. I've known them for 20 years. The Cockman family. That don't ring a bell. The Cockman family. I might would know them if I heard them and saw them. Yeah, I picked with a little bluegrass group for a little while, and I'm not that good. But it's called the Steel Rails. And when I was young, and it was bluegrass oriented and bluegrass country. And when I was younger, we had a rock group. It was kind of like Skinner, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC got together and had a youngin', and this is what it was. And we called that Southern Steel, so it got a steel thing. And had a lot of fun. Never really got too far. Might be because we stunk. Shelby, North Carolina. Yep. Who is it that lives in? Oh my goodness, I know Jerry's in Shelby, and oh man, there's somebody else up in North Carolina, further north. I can't remember what town it is. Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. I draw a blank pretty often. Look at here. Here's Mr. A-Dub himself. How you doing, Aaron? Yeah, I sent Aaron and Mike and I don't participate as much as I probably, well, I don't have time a lot of time, but I have like a text chat thing, and I told them, I'm thinking about going live. What y'all think? Don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I seem to always find something to talk about. Well, I can say that whole "how are y'all?" Recently, I've had much worse days, so I am blessed, and you're not going to hear me complain tonight at all. Spirit of the outdoor. Oh my goodness, Justin, how you doing, man? If you guys don't watch Justin's video, I watched his videos. I was subscribed to him for quite a while before I ever started commenting, because I don't want, I make videos and do things, and I don't want to comment on people's stuff and just think. I don't want people to think that I'm out there trying to get shout outs and stuff, because that ain't the case. This dude's got so much interesting stuff going on. I watched him put a wood stove in his outdoor knife shop and just do stuff around his homestead and go fishing with his youngin'. Him and his little boy, man, that's like magic. And yeah, if you guys don't know Spirit of the Outdoors, Justin, y'all need to leave my live right now and go subscribe to him and watch his stuff. He does devotionals, and you can tell the guy's got the Spirit of God on him, because he's jam up. He's a good man, a good father, good husband, and I'm not just buttering you up, man. That's what I really think. Brother Blades, hey, you have a good one, Rex. I appreciate you, man. And you should be getting that letter and sticker stuff in a couple of days. I just got it in the mail this morning, so. Yep. Well, that's it, Justin. I mean, people that I've had a couple of people, people think because I got 8,000 subscribers that I'm, and they'll send me, I get emails, hey man, what should I do? I'm trying to grow a channel. And I'll say, well, if you're trying to grow a channel, that's your first mistake. You got to be yourself. You got to have fun. You got to be genuine. Show people what you're actually doing. And like, I might be working on my little miniature homestead, the rabbits, the chickens, the tomato plants and the peppers and all this. I might be working on a lawnmower. I might be shooting guns or sharpening a knife. Whatever I'm doing at the time, and I try to sprinkle in a little bit of what I believe, and I don't want to get too pushy with it, because I think certain people, and I think Justin, Brother Dwayne, I think a lot of these people are actually answering a calling to do that. I don't know as I've been called, so I don't want to overstep. And the last thing I'd ever want to do is lead somebody astray or the wrong way. So, but just be yourself. Be genuine. Working on your lawnmower, putting up a tent, whatever you're doing, and people will relate to that. Yep, that's right, Justin. If you get to watching those numbers, oh my lord, the worst. If you're doing this to enjoy yourself, and this is my release, and like right now, this is a lot of what I'm doing to keep them. It helps me keep focused, and it helps me download. If you get to watching that nasty, it should be a dirty word called algorithm, you're doomed. If you start YouTube with the idea of, oh, I'm gonna make a bunch of money, I could, if you want me to, I'll do it. But I can go to YouTube Studio and scroll through my videos, and there are so many red dollar signs on there where they demonetize. I don't care. I mean, as long as they don't say, it's not a strike or something. If it's just a copyright violation, or, I got a lot of them, I really don't understand why they were, demonetized, but I don't go to the trouble of finding out because I really don't care. Uh, my biggest video right now is, I think it's sitting at like, I think it's like 400,000 views, which blows my mind. And I think it was like $28 or something like that I made off it. I don't, you know. Kodiak Edge, how are you doing, Brother Gordon? I hadn't got to tune into any of your lives lately. Been a little busy. Uh, but I hope you're doing well, bro. Nice cornbread. Yeah, I don't, I don't know. As long as you're true to yourself and you're true to your maker, and like I said earlier, I fail my maker pretty much every day. I'm not proud of that, but you get satisfaction and you get something out of YouTube other than chasing a dollar. And I look at it like, like my survival stuff, and that's about to become a really big part of this channel. I started Royal Ranger, Brother Dwayne and I've talked about that. It was like a church-based Cub Scout group, Cub Scouts, Boy Scout. Later on in life, just go up in the mountains up here and spend a couple of weeks, And to me, I didn't look at it, that's not a survival thing. It was fun, All right, we catch a fish today, we eat. We shoot a squirrel, we eat. If we don't, we got popcorn. I mean, that's just the way I grew up. And today, that whole survival thing, it's so big, and most of those people are trying to sell you something, and click the link, and they're blah blah blah. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you're honest. But if you like review stuff and use stuff and just to click the link, I just think that's just dishonest, and I'm not going to do that. But don't mean I'm not trying to say I'm a great guy, or I got to stand before my maker one day, and I'm not going to go to hell over lying. Ha, Kevin. Uh-oh, I missed something. I'm sorry, guys. I have to keep... Oh, okay, Alabama Knife Tale. I'm going to start doing food reviews. My stomach likes that. Hey, well, that's like... I had it was a Pit Boss, one of the pellet grills, and I had that thing for like a month, and the little digital control thing went out. Well, I get in touch with them. Come to find out, a bunch of them go out. They sent me another one. It went out. I went through 4 of them things. So I ordered another controller, got it in there, made sure it was working good and everything, and I put it on Facebook Marketplace, and I said, bye. A lot of people have Pit Bosses, never had a problem out of them, but everybody I know that had one had problems out of the controller going out. And then I said, I'm gonna try a Blackstone out there. I love to go to the Waffle House and sit and watch them cook and stuff. I sit at the bar every time we get. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a Blackstone. And man, I have gotten so addicted to that Blackstone. Blackstone or charcoal grill. That's me. Sounds good, Gordon. Uh-oh, I missed what Gordon. Ooh, sounds delicious, Kodiak. Okay, made me some Eskimo cherry preserve. Oh, cherry preserves. Anything with the word preserves after it so got my attention. Yeah, matter of fact, the wife and I, she had a appointment today at the cancer center in Anderson, South Carolina, and we left the house like way too early and went to the Waffle House, had breakfast, and sat there for like 2 hours watching them cook. Ted Hart, hey buddy, how you doing? Just stumbled on live on our prayers several times a day. But hey, I appreciate it, Ted. I really do. You know, I was saying that when this thing first started. I hate to say I appreciate it and thank you because it just sounds so hollow, like it don't mean anything. And man, all the prayers and the support you guys have given me and my family since all this started, you ain't never gonna know. Come here. You ain't never gonna know what that means. Ain't that right, Coop? Ain't that right, buddy? Yeah, did you get scared out there? Dennis Whipple, love my tabletop. Yeah, good Lord, you a monster. Uh, I have a 17-inch Blackstone that's still in the box. It was a Father's Day thing, and I'm hoping to get that thing out and get her all seasoned up. I'm gonna take it with me and do some. I'm thinking about like some catch cook or catch clean cook, those videos, and yeah, I might better take something with me just in case I don't catch something. Look at that boy. Yeah, yeah, when I got this feller, man, I don't know if I ever told y'all, but there was a guy where I was working, and he had this little puppy, and he showed me a picture, and it was this little feller. Well, I ain't little no more, but I was like, oh my goodness, I went and looked at him, and they had bought him, and they had him out in the garage on one of those little pet carrier things, and burr, burr, all night long, keep him awake. And he said, we're going to drop him off at the animal shelter. And I said, oh man, really? So I go look at him, and I just instantly, we, and this dog has a pedigree like you would not believe. And I don't remember if it was his daddy or granddaddy, was like a triple Grand Night champion, the coon dog thing and all. And like he can run across the yard and stop, and that tail he just looks like a show dog when he does that stuff. But I don't care about all that. He's just my big baby. Yeah, he my big baby. Yeah. See now, me and Dwayne and brother had a blast catching trout Wednesday. Cliff Bright, my land is outside Talkeetna. Really? Man, you talking my like number one bucket list thing there. Anything. I don't care if it's swatting skeeters that happens in Alaska is on my bucket list. Hey, buddy. If things work out this fall, I'm going to be going to Florida with some kinfolk. And we're going to try to catch some Goliath grouper. That's another one of the bucket list thing. Yep, he's a blue tick. His name's Cooper. I named him Elvis. And he took up with my son for a while. And my son took him to the vet, got him chipped and everything, and he became Cooper. And so he knows he's Cooper. And I wish it stayed Elvis. But anywho, he's my big boy. And now he's my dog. He don't have nothing to do with my son anymore. I love my babies. It's paradise. Oh gosh, I can imagine. Yeah, that's me, Dennis. Man, I tell you, I watched a movie when I was a kid, and it was Dick Prenicky when he built his cabin in Alaska and running around with his 8mm. You know, he's filming moose and grizzlies and all that stuff. And man, I don't want to think I'm too old to be able to do stuff like that anymore. I'm 55. But let's just put it this way. If I could go to Alaska, a piece of land with enough trees, build my own cabin, it might not look like Dick Prenicky's, but if that was the last thing I could do and God told me this is the last thing you're going to do and then you're going to die, I'd be happy. Kodiak, yeah, my grandfather cooked for Elvis. As it said, I remember you said, did he ever cook any fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches? Now Cooper's on the lawnmower. He's going to run that down through the woods next. What are you doing, Cooper? Huh? I need to train you how to turn the key. Man, my lawnmower needs cleaning. Right now it needs a blanket removed from the blades. Yeah, it is 11:49, and my daughter is supposed to have been home. She gets off work at 11, but they've been working a lot of overtime. Corn muffin, I've been waiting on her to pull up out yonder, and she ain't got here yet. Yeah, I'm still aggravating Daddy. I'm like, are you okay? Blah, 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 blah. You know, text me back, and then she don't text me, and then I'm in the vehicle headed toward where she works. Bubba's EDC. Headed to bed, everyone. Thank you for dropping in, Brian. Bubba. I don't know. A lot of people might not know your name, but I appreciate you, man. All the stuff we've texted about and your encouragement and uplifting and support. And there's a bunch of you guys, man. I mean, that's why I say this. There's a community here, whether people want to admit it or not. Yeah, you guys, if you can, I mean, I don't mean to just keep beating this to death, but if you're not subscribed to Spirit of the Outdoors, I have his last 3, I think, shorts. No, I watched the last 3 shorts as videos. His last 2 or 3 videos saved on my watch later. And I try to catch everything. It's just everything he does is so interesting. And it's like what some of the stuff I do, but even more. You guys check him out. I think you guys will love that. Kodiak Edge. Gordon, are you still doing the Sunday night lives? Are you doing the leather work and the knife work and everything? Because I ain't got to catch any of that stuff on like 2 or 3. Chris Geary. Chris, I'm glad you showed up. If you got just a second for me to tell you something. I have something for you. It's probably going to go out next week. I hope it goes out next week. Chris sent me some bodacious, killer K-bars here a while back. And I ran across a couple things I know he kind of likes. So I'm not going to say any more. But anyway, pit stop on my way to Laconia Bike Week. I hear you. Yeah, I used to go when I had my motorcycle. I used to go down to Myrtle Beach Bike Week here in South Carolina. And they quit having it at Myrtle Beach, and now it happens in Murrells Inlet. And just say we had a few boo-boos and accidents, and I don't ride anymore. Currently in New Hampshire. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I worked for a company called Method's Machine Tool before I went out on my own, and they had the home office. They have 5 offices throughout the U.S. The home office. Y'all about to hear him. Was in Sudbury, Mass. And I had to fly up there and spend a bunch of time up there. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I've met a lot of nice people up there. I've met a few weirdos too, but you know, it's the same anywhere you go. Yes, still Z Fun Day Sunday, cornbread. Well, I'm going to catch you tomorrow night. No, this is Friday. I'm going to catch you night after tomorrow. And I'll probably headed to work, so I might not get to comment but once or twice because I'll watch while I'm driving. Well, I put the phone right in front of me on the windshield. Alabama knife and tool. I'll pray for safe travels for you, Chris. Yes, please do. Hey there. The wife come out to walk the dogs, and she's gonna stand over there because she's bashful. Don't come say hey. She's going. Yeah, she's bashful. Oh, here, Coco, come here. Yeah, all the girls come out. She's walking all the babies. Hey, you have a good one, Jerry. Appreciate you coming by, man. Was hoping to meet up with Bushcraft Rebooted and Erica Slater, but they're busy. Yeah, that Bushcraft Rebooted, I got him some fat wood and a fire kit and everything. I got it in a box taped up. I just got to get to the post office and send it. Yeah, he was saying he was telling me where he lives. You know, they're into more of the birch bark stuff and everything. And he wanted some fat wood, and I got a behind load of fat wood. Yep, there he goes. Him and Coco's playing. Coco, come here, girl. Uh-oh. I fell behind on the chatty. I've done that like 8 times since I started this. I'll be passing through his town in about an hour. Huh. Coco Pup, come here, girl. Oh, she's in the water bowl. And this little girl, this is my Pate. Come here, girl. Give him some screen time. You need to come over here and say, hey, babe. This is Miss Peyton. My son named her too. Peyton Manning fan. Say hey. She's mountain fast. She's a sweetheart. She's my best buddy. Here's the missus. Say hey.
Hey.
We appreciate you guys, all your prayers and support.
Yeah. Yes, thank y'all very much. I very, very appreciate it.
She's talking. I can't believe it. She's so bashful. Love you, babe. Ted Hart said, hello, Yvonne.
Hello.
A-Dub said, hey.
Hey.
He's the one that Chelsea was talking about, look like Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack, down at Ellaville. Yeah. This little girl right here, man, she thinks she's a little bit big to be a lap dog, but she likes to be a lap dog. Where'd Coco go?
She's over here.
You pooping, Coke? Oh, there she is. Hop down, Pepe. Come here, Cokie. Ah! Yeah, I'm surrounded by fur babies. Yeah, I ran over one of them kitty cat bed rugs in the grass over yonder behind the barn, and I got to get it out of the blades tomorrow. Mo Kirby Creek, he's the one that carves the dudes out of the wood. He says, hello, Mrs. Cornbread.
Hey.
Or howdy, Ms. Cornbread.
Hello.
Chris Geary, Ms. Cornbread, howdy.
Hey.
Yeah, my daughter, when she met A-Dub, she's like, he reminds me of Jack Sparrow. Come here, Coco.
She's like, nope.
Yeah, Cooper's out here. She ain't gonna come over here. Might be a good thing. Oh, A-Dub, are you planning on going to Ellaville again this year? If you're talking to me, good Lord willing, creek don't rise, that's going to be November. And depends on where we're at. I plan on going, but don't really know yet. Kodiak Edge, that's Mr. Gordon. Gordon, I forgot his last name. I'm sorry, Gordon. He said, howdy, Ms. Cornbread.
Howdy.
Southern Blades. Hey, Ms. Cornbread.
Hello.
That blew my mind. She walked there and said, hey, she's bashful. Holman. Gordon Holman. Thank you. I almost said Gordon Hamby, but that's Hambone Blades down in Georgia. If you want to see Brotherhood, go to Elevate. Yep. Man, I had a ball. It took a little while to get into the building last year, but man, Pepe wants to come back up here. Oh, here's Cooper. He's like, oh, you loving on somebody else? Say hey. Say howdy. What's up? Yeah, Miss Peyton here will climb up. She's perfectly still all the time. And she'll just climb under the covers with you and snuggle up against you and never know she's there. Mr. Gordon said praying for you every night, young lady.
Good, I need it.
She said, good, I need it.
All I can take.
And got a stare down. Yeah, I'm a dog nut. Fur babies. I hate calling them dogs. It might hurt their feelings. Yeah, I'm looking through the bifoculars now. Yeah, I did like 3. How many times did I buy progressive lenses? Like 3 times? I hate them. Some people like them. I hate them. I'd rather do this, the bifocals with the lines, because I read a lot, and it makes it a lot easier to read. Just look down, because I catch myself looking over the top of my glasses and everything, like I'm doing right now. Alabama High School. Mrs. Cornbread, is Mr. Cornbread hard to handle? No, Mrs. Cornbread is the one that's hard to handle. You hear? She said, nope, I'm hard to handle. I tell you what, that gal was a firecracker. Yeah, her and her mom, they were, Lord. Those tough hill folk. Gotta run later. Hey, you have a good one. Safe travels, Brother Chris. Who wants to watch my cowboy cook breakfast in the morning in backyard pit? Heck yeah. You gonna do that live in the morning, Gordon? Yeah, I'm doing the old man look. Yeah, you be careful, Chris. There's some crazy people out there on the road, but I'm not traveling out, so that's one less. What time? You're Central Time, aren't you? I believe, Gordon, if I remember correctly. Yeah, those bike weeks and bike shows. Oh my goodness, that brings back memories. Yes, it's an hour earlier. Good deal, brother. That look you do reading is the look you gave me when I pulled out Chris Reed's knife at our last Cracker Barrel Southern Blade. Dude, I was talking. My cousin Jeremy bought a large Sabenza. I'm pretty sure it's a large. It's either a large Sabenza or a large Nkosi. And I was telling him about you and how young you are and the killer collection you got. Yep, you the tall youngin' I met. Yeah, I remember you, bro. Matter of fact, Southern Blades. I got to remember that. Make sure I'm subscribed to your channel. Cody engagement 11 p.m. here now. Okay, it's exactly midnight here, so. Yep, you are Central Time. Yep, now I got to quit doing that. I was doing this, now I'm doing that, so. I got to get used to it. I just got these today. I've got 2 pair. Hey, you guys look at, oh, and look, orange. Mm-hmm. But you want the best deal you're ever going to get. Stupid, crazy deal. We have, they're all over the country. America's Best. The previous glasses I wore with the green on there for so long. That one pair of glasses like $600 because I got a crazy prescription, and I got the eye exam, contact lens eye exam, and 2 pairs of glasses for $470. Southern Blades, you were a hoot, brother. It was a blessing to get to meet you. Hey, you too, man. I'm hoping to get back on track and make some more of these meetups. Monkey sent me a text earlier about well, I don't know if it's finalized yet, so I might not should say anything about doing something at the reservation, the Cherokee Eastern Band Reservation, and that's one I'm extremely familiar with. Alabama Night, the Southern Blaze, you need to change your channel name to Chase Double X. Oh my God, that would be good. That would be real good. Yep, Chase Double X. I was just sitting there a minute ago, and I hate to admit this, but I couldn't remember your name. And then he said Chase Double. Oh, Chase. Okay, yep, that's right. I have to meet somebody and talk to them 3 or 4 times before I get their name down. Sorry, wife wants to go whole town garage sales. I will schedule breakfast for Sunday morning. Hey, that'll work, brother. Hey, any of you guys that are doing like live stuff like that, if you help the poor pitiful people like me that don't get notifications, and just do a little picture or something as a post and say what you're going to do and when you're going to do it, you know, maybe the night before or a couple hours before you do it or whatever, it'll help, you know, because I'm back to not getting notifications. So that's just a little, you know, yeah, it has stuck. Yeah, it's yeah, I have fun at those meetups, man. And man, and I can talk the horns off of Billy Goat. And if Monkey's still here, he can testify to that. Dwayne, he can testify to that. Because we get to talking and just going and going. We'll get up and leave out and go into the parking lot and stand there 2 hours later still. We're going to meet up in Greenville next month. And after we eat, going to do Denny's Pawn. Denny's Pawn. I'm not familiar with that one. There's a Pleasantburg pawn shop is another good one. A really good. They got a lot of pew, pew, too, you know. A lot of knives, a lot of pew, pew. Chelsea, corn muffin, is that you?
Yep.
Come here and just say hey. Mom actually come over and said hey.
Who you talking to?
YouTube.
Oh, you live streaming?
Yeah.
Wait, do you have an extra trash bag I can put this in?
I got a roll of trash bags in the shop right here, but
I went to go tie it and freaking thing broke.
it broke. Yeah, I was just talking about you a minute ago that I hadn't seen you yet, and you've been having to work over. Dewey's. Do what, honey?
Hang on.
Oh my gosh. I got 10 knives for $100 last week, garage sales, and made a video. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Kevin. Alabama Knife and Tools says, hey, corn muffin.
Hi.
See, you ain't come out here and hung with me in a while, but they still remember you.
Tell them I got something to show them. They don't like it.
Okay, said she got something to show y'all. Y'all don't like it. She works at a company that makes sprinklers. She might have brought home a sprinkler part or something. I don't know.
What?
I said, you work at a company that makes sprinklers. You might have brought home a sprinkler part.
Nah.
Dennis Whipple says, hi, corn muffin.
Hello.
Hello. Pins and Pin Blake. I got a bug on my spectacles. Oh, listen to the first thing corn muffin says when I show her. What you think about the glasses, dear?
They look nice. They're orange.
Yep. Orange and blue. Well, I thought.
They kind of have the same blue tint as mom's.
Yep.
In the front. Oh, I like the ting.
Old man bifocals. Yeah, these I got these. These are going to be like my work and woods glasses because they're like, that's what they are.
Heavy duty.
Yeah, they're sports work. Blah blah blah. They're heavy duty. You know how I break glasses.
Do you like them better than the other ones? I have something in my pocket to show you guys, and I think you'll like it as well. But you can't have it.
Oh, okay.
But I saw it at Dollar General down the road on the way to work.
Oh, the Dollar General.
It was 75 cents, and I thought, you know what? It's worth it for the funnies of it. But if I was going to get it actually, it's like 25 cents. So I paid up for it. but only for the laughs.
She chip off the old block. Cheap. All right, go ahead.
The world's smallest Snickers bar. It is snack size. And it is 0.76 ounces. Not even a full ounce.
That's cool, but I'd much rather have the world's largest Snickers bar.
So you have the fun size one, which is the little square, and now you have the snack size, which is the bar. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call that a bar, but it's cute.
Looks like a big Tootsie Roll.
It's a little warped because I forgot it in the car, and it kind of got a little melty.
Yeah, Mom left a Coke in the car the other day.
Oh, it exploded everywhere.
Yeah, it exploded.
Yeah. Oh, that's a.
So guess who cleaned the car up?
Oh, you cleaned it today? I need to clean mine before I go to work tomorrow.
Oh, you got to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I lost the chat. I'm sorry, guys. Bite size to me. Yeah, me too, Ted. Me too, Ted. My dad was nicknamed Booger Bean, so they called me Snot Son of Booger. And I called my wife Snot Rag.
They didn't let it grow up. It was
my God.
Snickers. And so whenever you get mad and they're like, "You're not you without your Snickers," apparently you weren't that mad because there's barely any Snickers.
Yeah.
But
That's cute, though.
You could probably cut the corner of it and put it on like a cupcake.
Oh, A-Dub was here a minute ago. I don't know if he's still here or not. Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Captain Jack.
Oh, A-Dub's kind of like that free spirit kind of guy, ain't he? I think we met in a past life at Woodstock or something. No chipper. That would be an ice cup cake topper. Well, that's hard to say. Ice cup cake topper.
Ice cup cake topper. Peanuts, caramel, and nougat.
All right, look. There he
Hello
is.
there, Captain Jack. How are you? There's a guy at work. His name is Nick. But he kind of looks like Harry Potter, so I call him Mr. Potter. I'm going to get him a custom name tag team for his desk that says Mr. Potter.
Mr. Potter.
And then below it in small font, it's going to say AKA Nick, which is his name. So you're Captain Jack, and he is Mr. Potter.
Hey there.
Well, I'm going to go in here. Aw, Dad!
Oh, no.
You cut the grass!
Y'all look.
Man.
I don't know if she got her new shoes dirty.
$160, Mike. Hey, roly-poly.
Roly-poly. Well, you got a nice... Never mind.
Train of thought.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I backed off. I don't know where you got that at.
You.
Ms. ADHD.
Well, I'm going to clean my shoes and get something to eat.
All right. Sorry I cut the grass. Well, I cut part of the grass. Now I have a cat bed blanket wrapped up in my blades. Can't imagine where that came from.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Do-do-do.
Oh,
Y'all
Lord.
have fun.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to get me a shower. I'm still looking through the bottom of my glasses, these bifocals. I went from looking over the top to looking through the bottom. Yeah, oh, she's a mess. She tones it down a lot on here. You going live? I'm ready. Uh-oh, there's Big E. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna hang it up and run and take me a quick shower. Y'all go over and check out Kodiak Edge. He said he's going live. All right, keeping you and Mrs. Cornbread in my prayer. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Every one of you, everybody that shared your prayers and support and just, texts and emails and hang in there. It means a lot, folks. Hey, good to see you, Ted. Hopefully we'll get back to doing a few of these along the way. you can't just stay, you know, bogged down. Hey, it sounds good, brother. You have a good night, Dennis. Dan Edwards, awesome video earlier today, sir. Prayer. Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to put that video out, and everybody's sent so many knives to Dwayne. He's put so much work and effort into this, and I'm telling like people I work with, hey, if you don't want to buy a knife, that's cool. Go in and check the auction out. At least stay a few minutes. You know, anything to help build Dwayne's whatnot a little bit, and that's just kind of what little bit I can do to say thank you. Hey, I appreciate it, Gordon. I hope you have a good night, man. Mo, you have a good evening, brother. Kevin, God bless you too, buddy. I'm gonna bug out, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Tonight is Friday. I thought, well, technically Saturday morning here. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Peace. God bless y'all.